Welcome to this presentation on the differences between paraphrasing and summarizing. Understanding these two important skills will help you become a more effective writer and communicator, especially in academic settings. Let's start with paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is when you restate someone else's ideas or information in your own words while keeping the original meaning intact. It's important to remember that while you're rewording the content, the core idea should remain unchanged. The purpose of paraphrasing is to clarify or simplify a specific piece of information. This is especially useful when the original text is complex or difficult to understand. By paraphrasing, you ensure that the information is understood and can be communicated effectively in your own words. When it comes to length, paraphrasing is usually about the same length as the original text, or slightly shorter. This is because you're rewriting all the details in a new way, rather than just summarizing the main points. Let's look at an example of paraphrasing. Here's an original sentence. The economic policies of the government led to a significant decrease in unemployment. A paraphrase of this might be, the government's economic strategies caused a major drop in the number of unemployed people. Notice how the wording has changed, but the meaning remains the same. You should use paraphrasing when you need to explain a specific detail or idea from the source. This is particularly useful when the original text is complex, as paraphrasing can make the information easier to understand. Now, let's move on to summarizing. Summarizing is when you condense the main ideas or key points of a larger text into a much shorter version, using your own words. Unlike paraphrasing, summarizing involves significantly shortening the text. The purpose of summarizing is to provide a brief overview of the main ideas or arguments of a text without going into all the details. It's a great way to give someone the gist of a text quickly and efficiently. Summarizing is much shorter than the original text because it focuses only on the most important points. The goal is to capture the essence of the text without including every detail. Here's an example of summarizing. The original text says, the economic policies of the government, which included tax cuts, increased spending on infrastructure, and incentives for businesses, led to a significant decrease in unemployment. These measures were praised by economists for their effectiveness. A summary of this might be, the government's economic policies successfully reduced unemployment. Notice how the summary captures the main idea without all the details. You should use summarizing when you need to give a general overview of a large amount of information, or when you want to highlight the main points without going into detailed explanations. Let's compare paraphrasing and summarizing. When you paraphrase, you're rewording specific details and keeping the length similar to the original text. When you summarize, you're condensing the main points into a much shorter version. The purpose of paraphrasing is to clarify or simplify a specific idea, while summarizing is used to give a general overview of a larger text. To help you visualize the difference, think of paraphrasing as translating the text into your own words without changing the length much. Summarizing, on the other hand, is like shrinking the text down to just the essentials, similar to creating a bullet point list of the key ideas. In summary, both paraphrasing and summarizing are valuable skills that can help you convey information effectively. Understanding when and how to use each technique will improve your writing and communication, especially in academic settings.